This is going to sound odd given the context that I'm talking about it in. I am, in some cases, a huge fan of the concept of out of sight, out of mind. Now, this could open up some serious doors for your investment properties to go soaring down the toilet. So, take what I'm saying lightly, but just understand the bigger picture of what I'm trying to convey. Most of my investment properties are turnkey rental properties that I bought out of state. My closest out of state property is 2,200 miles away from me. Now, for some people, that would invoke every ounce of anxiety that they have. They want control over everything. They want their hands on things. They want to be able to see it. They want to be able to touch it. They want to be able to get there at a moment's notice. Awesome. If you're one of those people, I don't care how high the returns are, you should not invest in those properties because I don't think any investment is worth losing sleep over. However, let me explain how I roll. So, I actually have a local property to me where I am the landlord. So, I have contrasting situations here. Out of state, I can't see them unless I literally get on an airplane and fly there. Property managers are managing the properties, whereas local, I'm the landlord. I'm the one showing up, meeting handymen, screening tenants, all that kind of stuff. One thing I know about myself, if I can see it, I will get anal about it. I will get, I don't want to say OCD over it, that's a little exaggerated, but I actually function way better when it comes to rental properties specifically when I can't see it. I'm an out of sight, out of mind person because if I can see it, if I can even drive by it, I'm going to stress over it for some reason. I'm going to see maybe someone's bike tire left a scuff mark on the garage door, which technically doesn't matter and it's fine. But I know me, I will stress over that thing. So I actually really appreciate the option to not have to see my properties. Oftentimes, when I'm local to those properties, I don't even go see them because I don't want my brain to be like, ooh, we need to fix that. Ooh, we need, and to some degree, this is where I say, let's not go soaring down the deep end here to open up room to not ever check on our properties. There's a lot of value to being able to see what's going on at your property, for sure. I'm talking about the little things for a rental property. For example, if I compare a rental property to a property I live in, I want a nicer carpet or hardwood in my where I live, whereas a rental grade situation in my rental property is completely fine. But my head doesn't like if I can see it, I want it to be nicer. When in all reality, it doesn't need to be nicer. That's an unnecessary expense. It's not going to attract a different tenant. Again, there's extremes to all of these claims, but I'm talking middle of the road. I don't want to have to stress over those things. I don't want to think about it day to day. Even if the property's in fantastic condition and nothing ever happens, if I'm driving by it, I'm thinking about it. I don't want to think about my properties every day. That's why I bought out of state turnkeys because I don't want to be a landlord. I want to go about my business. I just want my money doing something smart for me. So, in the book I've just recently published called Not Your How-To Guide to Real Estate Investing, Life Lessons on Hacking Your Mind Before You Hack Your Wallet, I'll put a link in the notes to it. I talk about the 3 true currencies. I also have a video about it. I'll link to that too. But sanity for me is one of those currencies. And when I have things out of sight, out of mind, again, I have to be responsible and make sure the managers are performing. Because if I really put it out of sight, out of mind, I'm going to be in a pickle. I need to make sure everything's performing. There's some responsibilities there. But I don't want to see bike scuffs on the garage door every day. It'll stress me out. I don't want to see my perfect rental property every day because it'll stress me out. I'll always find something. I'm like, ooh, maybe I need to work. No, I don't. So for me, if I can see, and even the property I landlord next to me, it takes a lot of my sanity away. And to me, that's one of the most valued currencies. So when you're thinking about your investments, think about what works for you. I'm not saying you should be an out of sight, out of mind person either, but you always want to take into consideration what things in an equation are stressing you out because there is a mitigation for it. And I think the more you find those mitigations and the more you tailor your investing to what really does work for you, even if it sounds completely counterintuitive, like me saying, oh, well, I prefer out of sight, out of mind. I think we can all agree that makes me sound like an incredibly irresponsible investor. Yeah, I think so. It sounds like it when I say it out loud, but it's what works for me. And because it's what works for me, I find ways to make it work that way. See what I mean? So I just want to let you know kind of a off the beaten path thing that works for me. So it can kind of open your mind up to considering off the wall things that might work for you, because when you realize those things, you might be able to tweak up your investing a little bit to really make it work for you.